Hey guys, welcome to another amazing video. So listen man, you guys have really been enjoying our series on relationships and these sit downs. So of course it is getting cold out. We are sitting outside, we got the fire going. So again, thank you guys for joining us today. If you have not yet subscribed to our channel, in fact, thank you so much to everybody who's been subscribing. It's really cool to go online every time and see the subscriber. You see you guys really interacting and engaging and subscribing to the channel. We really do appreciate it. Listen, outside of what, in fact, a part of the engagement that you guys have been giving us has obviously you guys have been enjoying the whole conversation about marriage and relationships and all that, and we're getting a bunch of questions or a bunch of comments and questions and engagement on, of course, the topic that is very touchy. And of course, because we are a family channel, we obviously try to be as PG. Diplomatic as we possibly can be. Yeah. But of course, we did get a comment from somebody.
And also, we try to we try to engage all our comments as to cover everybody and whatever questions they may have. The topic that was brought up was relating to intimacy, and we're not going to go really deep into it, but basically what she was asking was, how do we find time to have intimacy, juggle everything in terms of the household, in terms of working, both of us working, cleaning that needs to be done, cooking that needs to be done. At the end of the day, you feel like a vrotvel. What would a vrotvel be in English? Yeah, you're tired and you're just exhausted. So, and when do you find the time? Because we all know, as much as everything else is important in marriage, that aspect is also important in marriage, and how do you prioritize it?
Yeah. So of course, for me, we're gonna go like we like to go 2 points, right? Yeah. And so for me, of course, I do believe that intimacy is meant for, in my mind, there's two things that are on the top of my mind. Of course, there's many other elements, but there's two things on the top of my mind. Is obviously enjoyment, as far as yourself and your partner being able to enjoy one another in marriage. We obviously have old school way of doing things, as far as we still believe, gotta be married, all that kind of thing. So I obviously believe that in marriage, it's meant for, the way God ordained it is meant for us to enjoy one another. And then of course the other part of it is obviously procreation, but that is another topic for another day. So listen, we obviously we want to have this topic with you guys live, and so we actually be having this conversation to go live on our YouTube channel on Wednesday night at 8 o'clock, and potentially probably zoom in another couple and have that conversation. But
this will give you the liberty to also ask questions, and we can engage with you live as the topic goes on.
As the topic progresses. Yes. Yeah. So obviously those are two obviously at the top of the mind, where it's enjoyment and procreation is the other thing. So let's go to the first point, enjoyment. So part of marriage is obviously enjoying one another in that way, in an intimate way. And of course, like Anka mentioned, when you get home and you're tired and it's not just for, I think the question was asked from a lady's perspective, and I want to throw the gentleman's perspective in there as well, whereas guys also, in fact, there's something called libido that obviously generates the drive and all that kind of thing. And so what happens in that element is that there's a lot of things that suppress the drive. And those things that suppress the drive is pressure, stress, worry, anxiety, all those things, even from a guy's point of view. And I think the general myth is that men, always just are ready to in the mood and ready to go, which I believe is a myth. I believe there are men suffering from anxiety. There are men suffering from just stress and pressure and worry. And how am I going to provide for my family? How am I going to pay for the home? How am I going to pay for the car? How am I going to cover these elements? So again, from a man perspective, gents, I don't know, drop in the comment section if you agree with that. There are also elements of like, hey, we're not this myth that we're just ready to go at all times. Is not necessarily the case. There are times we're under pressure as well, and we feel a certain way about certain things as well. So as far as that's concerned, obviously I would imagine that from a guy's perspective, we would like ladies when we come home, or also like, hey, how was the day, how's things going, how are you guys managing how you're managing, what happened at work, is everything okay, blah blah blah, and not necessarily just have conversations about the bills and the stress and the kids and this and that, because that obviously adds to the pressure. So yeah, I don't know, I just threw that in there.
On that note, like as men have the need to be made to feel like they are the king of the house, that they come in and women must be ready to serve. And when I say that serve, I don't mean in a derogatory way or in a
demeaning
way. When I say that, is that we as women, we always want to be made, we want to feel like we are the queen of the house, that you come in and we're emotional beings. So after having, during the day, having stress or work or whatever, women prepare themselves. It's a whole day kind of thing, and I think a lot of people, men, don't understand this. And we're talking about this strictly in marriage, because we don't want to promote anything outside of marriage because of what we believe and what we stand on. But where I'm going with this point is that because this lady had asked, like, how do you deal with all these pressures and still make time for that? How do you relate to your partner? We have a need to be made feel like we're a queen, and it takes a whole day. So
there's a thing called love and respect. Remember,
Yeah.
in the beginning, men want to be respected and women want to be loved, which is basically the same for both parties. Like,
yes.
yeah.
So if the man speaks into that and prepares slowly for whenever he might be in a mood, and prepares you slowly, gives you beautiful words, or I think a big thing, I mean for me, is like when Xavier cleans the kitchen. I know, like like he's trying to butter me up, he's trying to make me feel like he's queen, and this is a process. But if you guys are going to be fighting, or the guy just comes in and he just comes, sits on the couch and watches TV and expects you to cook and look after the kids, it's not going to happen. You're not going to feel that way. So it's a process where you guys must both basically be there for one another and support one another in those ways that you need most at the time.
Can I do my second point? Second point, I think, is also, I think it piggybacks on the myth or on the assumption that, the gender assumption that men are just, ready to spring chicken and ready to go at all times. The other thing, the second point, this is very, 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 like, obviously controversial, and we want to get deeper into this on Wednesday night at 8 on the live, so you guys want to jump on that and have this conversation. But I'm going to touch on it lightly, just the top, then we can get deeper into it on the live, because then we can really speak the stuff. But the second thing is also that I think, ladies, please understand that if you as a lady makes your husband feel as if you're doing him a favor now, but okay, let's just go quickly and get this done. For a man, I'm going to use a strong word. Maybe I should leave that word for Wednesday.
Yeah.
But it almost feels like you now are forcing yourself upon, and you guys can imagine the word that I'm thinking about. You're now forcing yourself on your lady, and I don't think any man wants to feel like I'm forcing something that I can see is not organic, or it's probably you're not feeling the vibe at this point, you're not feeling the mood at this point. I just don't want to force anything. And so ladies, it's not just a matter of, okay, let's just do it and get it done. From a man's perspective, a man also feels like, no, that's not what it's about. It's not just about the act, it's about the intimacy, and it's about we actually both want to get we both want to be in the mood, and we both want to do it. So don't ever see it in a way of, hey, let me just do it because it's my husband and I have to please him because it's something I have to do. No, it must be mutual, and it must be, and that's what makes it nice. It mustn't be like, the guy's now forcing an issue, and the girl, you can see, I'm not really into the vibe. And also the whole faking thing, it's like, so then what are we doing here if this is not organic and this is not, proper?
Yeah.
So that will be my second point, yeah.
And coming from there, it's important that intimacy has a lot of aspects. It's not just a physical thing. So it's important for you guys to communicate. It's important for you guys to sit down. And obviously, I bring back that respect thing. When I say when you communicate, it's important that you speak to each other's needs, in the sense that that if you are feeling some sort of way, or you're not feeling well, or you're feeling like, look, now's not the time, this is what's on my mind, sit down and have a conversation about it. Even if you guys are just sitting in bed and just having a good conversation and just talking certain things out, it's important that you guys speak about it, but not speak about it to have an argument, or to say, yeah, but I feel this way, or I feel this way, and you always do this, you always tired, you always have a headache. Not that way. Sit down and speak to each other so that you can grow towards each other. That is for me, it really encapsulates the whole thing of intimacy. Is if you guys can communicate on all levels, and you guys can start understanding each other. Okay, no, she's not in a good space. What must I do for her to be in a good space, and vice versa for me to cater to his needs.
I want to throw something in there.
Mm-hmm.
There's two things that we want to speak about on our live on Wednesday, right? Yes. Two elements that creep in that I want to add to this conversation is the other one big element that creeps in when that happens is the element of pornography, which I want to put on the table, which is Wednesday's conversation, and the other element of using the deed in inverted commas as a
bargaining chip,
or as a spite, kind of like I'll show you now, I won't. Those are elements that we need to discuss, but that will be on Wednesday, just to juice you up for Wednesday's conversation. But today we just wanted to touch on it,
just the overview,
and kind of just lightly touch on it. But that's the conversations we want to get into on a more personal level, and so that's why we want to save that for a live where we can actually engage that conversation. And we have our thoughts, and again, everything we say on this channel is not necessarily
it's not cast in stone.
It's not cast in stone. We're not coming from a perspective of that we are professional psychologists or
also we are not counselors in that sense.
Yeah.
But we're speaking from
our experience and from our kind of just learning and growing with each other. So if you differ with it, it's fine, no problem. I've seen a couple of comments, I don't agree with that and that. It's 100% fine. This is just our perspective and our kind of what we've come to understand about one another. Is there anything else you want to drop in there? That's it. So guys, please, Wednesday, we're going to go deeper into this conversation about intimacy, and then on the live we're going to be able to say what we really want to say, also speak about porn, also speak about ladies or even gentlemen depriving your partner as a bargaining chip or as a tool to try and spite. We're going to have those conversations on Wednesday. So Wednesday night at 8, let's come back to this channel and let's have that conversation. So guys, thank you so much again. If you are part of the army or the family, should I say, please continue to subscribe. If you have not yet subscribed and you are watching the videos, please do subscribe. Also guys, it's important that you hit that bell on the side of the subscribe button. What that does is when as soon as we upload, you'll get a message on your phone to say, hey, boom, there's a new video, go check it out. So yeah, and then also please like this video. It does help with the momentum of the channel. When you like it, the algorithm allows it, more people to see the video. So please do like this video, and also the engagement is very important to us. Please leave a comment so that we can, like what we're doing now, respond to your comments and actually make a whole video just based on the comment or the conversation that you want to have with us. So guys, thank you so much. See you guys on Wednesday night at 8. Please don't miss it. It's going to be live. Love you.